starting recording. So after covering the detailed aspects of water pollution, case disasters, solid waste, all kind of stuff, let's start the very important topic, that is air pollution. And I know with this present scenario, everybody is familiar with this term air pollution. Everybody, even a child, school going child, is familiar with terms which were unknown to everybody. Okay. Okay, what is air pollution? So before actually going into detail of what is exactly we are going to do that in that air pollution, so let's define what's air pollution first. So I'm coming to that. So WHO, the World Health Organization, had defined that air pollution is a contamination of the indoor or outdoor environment by any chemical, physical, or biological agent. See this: chemical, physical, and biological, first of all. And chemical, physical, okay. Once it's biological, you are gone. मैं इसके बारे में बता रहा हूं आपको, फिर आगे मूव कर जाऊंगा. Because indoor and outdoor biological agent that modifies the natural characteristics of atmosphere. Okay, so household combustion, motor vehicles, all these are causes of air pollution. So before actually going into detail, इसकी आगे एग्जांपल सामने बेटा आपको बता देता हूं मैं आपको, ठीक है, फिर मैं आगे मूव कर जाऊंगा. So what I am saying बेटे, so that's why I'm saying that you should be in the class for the discussions, because in the class we are not just reading the slides, we are sharing our experiences, one talking about air pollution and all kind of stuff. Once I remember, I was to visit the one organization in Delhi, Okhla Face, that company Shia Biotech. Okay, so my visit was officially over there. So I called them, yeah, I want to visit your organization. So they denied, sir, you can't visit our organization because some issues. And if you want really is urgent, then once you enter our facility, then you will be vaccinated. Before you leave, then again you are vaccinated. I asked them why. So they told me, sir, there is a accident occurred during some biological activity in our lab or in our plant. So some pathogenic bacteria is released into the air, indoor, Panacea. Okay, so all the engineers which are working over there, they were hospitalized and they were having rashes on their body. All over the body they were having rashes just because of this pathogenic bacteria. So this pathogenic bacteria, when it comes to air, nobody can see where this particular bacteria or virus goes. Then what you have to do? You have to stop the process, number one. Number two, then you have to sterilize each and every part, closing whole particular facility gone. That's so अभी वही बात हो रही थी, मैं आपको बताऊंगा, ठीक है. So what did you use the process that lab people you will be vaccinated, vaccinated means आपको पहले उसका जो एंटीडोट है वो पहले दिया जाएगा, और मे बी हो सकता है कि आप फिर कंटेमिनेट हो जाओ, तो जैसे लैब से बाहर निकलोगे तब भी वैक्सीनेट किया जाएगा. तो मैंने बोला कि नहीं सर, इतनी वैक्सीन नहीं लगानी है, मैं आऊंगा ही नहीं. ठीक है जी, तो सीधी सी बात. तो मैं एग्जांपल जोक्स अपार्ट, तो उस केस में बता रहा हूं कि अभी ये बहुत बड़ा इशू था कि यू आर ब्लेस्ड के कोरोना वायरस एयरबोर्न नहीं हुआ बच्चे. कोरोना वायरस एयर और वाटर बोर्न की इतनी बड़ी एग्जांपल्स नहीं आई हैं, इतने बड़े केसेस नहीं आए हैं. अगर ये एयरबोर्न हो जाता तो मेरे ख्याल से, मैं बताने की जरूरत नहीं मेरे को बेटा कि व्हाट कुड हैव बीन द सिनेरियो. तो ये अगर चीज है, मैं आपको बता सकता हूं कि माइट बी पॉसिबल दैट, अब जैसे कोरोना वायरस का आपने पूरा इंपैक्ट देख लिया कि पूरा वर्ल्ड स्टैंड स्टिल पे था, माइट बी पॉसिबल दैट अगर ऐसी कोई एक्टिविटी मिस हैंडल हुई, देयर आर सो मेनी पैथोजन बैक्टीरियाज और वायरसेस व्हिच आर एयरबॉर्न. एग्जाम्पल देता हूं आपको. कॉमन कोल्ड जो आपके घर में होता है, एक बंदे को वायरल होता है तो बोला जाता है कि एक बंदे को वायरल हुआ तो बाकी सबको वायरल होगा घर में. बेटा क्यों बेटा? बाय डिफॉल्ट आपको पता होगा. हाँ, मैं बिल्कुल सही बोला तूने बेटा, मैं उसी पे भी आ रहा हूँ बेटा, तेरी बात में बिल्कुल सही भी आ रहा हूँ. जिसने लिखा हुआ है भारत में सैनिटाइजर से ज्यादा एयर प्योरीफायर बिकता है. एग्जैक्टली, यू आर राइट बेटा. इस पे भी आने वाला हूँ, ठीक है, इस पे भी आने वाला हूँ, वेट कर थोड़ी सी. सो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग दैट कि तो उस केस में नीड टू हैव वेरी केयरफुल, बिकॉज एयरबॉर्न वायरस जब आ जाएगा, ठीक है, रिलीज हो जाएगा, सो नोबडी कैन एस्केप. Okay, so it's, that's why we need to have these kind of, because this is air pollution. So air pollution, I'm not going to talk about sulfur dioxide, I'm not going to talk about carbon dioxide, I'm not going to talk about NOx and PA particular matter, which I'm going to discuss with you, but it's a biological also. So, so this is something I'm talking about, air pollution. So you need to take care of that. So EPA, that EPA is the Environmental Protection Agency, the highest authority in the world, look after the environment. US, EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, United States, have definition. You can go through. Air pollution is one or more chemical substances in high enough concentrations in the air to harm humans, animal, vegetation, materials. Okay, so this is particular definition of air pollution I'm talking about. And lot of, again, I'm coming to your particular field, a lot of computer engineers are working in the area of air air pollution. uh, अच्छा, नॉइज बेटा, नॉइज बेटा लिख दिया। उसमें क्या है कि नॉइज एक्सेस हीट और नॉइज बेटा, हीट हीट में तो पता ही है कि हीट में आपके पास कुछ ना कुछ जो रिएक्शंस होते हैं एयर में, दैट कैन लीड टू सम काइंड ऑफ some byproducts which can lead to the air pollution. नॉइज में आपकी वाइब्रेशंस आ जाती है बेटा, तो वाइब्रेशन जो हाई एंड वाइब्रेशन जो है वो हम उसको एयर पोल्यूशन में ही काउंट करते हैं बेटा, बिकॉज इट ट्रेवल्स थ्रू एयर। ठीक है, जनरली when you say the noise travels to air, तो हम उसको एयर पोल्यूटेंट ही काउंट कर लेते हैं बेटे। ठीक है, सो दिस इज समथिंग आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट बेटा, यू कैन गो थ्रू। Okay, sources of air pollution, meteorology and topography. I'm going to discuss these things in detail, no doubt, and it's going to affect the air quality. And no doubt, once they're going to affect the air quality, they will be having a close effect on the receptors, that is us, or any kind of vegetation, or any building materials. Okay, so no need of discussing, but you know very well. You know very well. Air pollution disasters. When you go to talk national, Bhopal gas tragedy, you know very well. We have studied. Then this thing you can really take proud of that, no doubt. Air pollution in national capital. So, and the World Health Organization reported about 2.5 million Indians died of pollution in 2015 alone, the largest number of pollution deaths in the world. So something you can take proud of. In May 14, the WHO announced Delhi to be a winner in the most polluted city in the world. Okay, so Delhi face a worse smog. You know, Delhiites can tell us better later on. They can share the experience. Worse smog every time. Okay, so breathing in Delhi air is said to be like a smoking for 45 seconds in a day. Okay, so it's like, because doctors have declared Delhi to be asthma capital. They have declared it. Now we see this. Now, if this is the case, we need technological interventions badly in this area. I repeat, you know the scenario. It's not NCR. It's Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Telangana. Every particular state, they are worst in terms of air pollution. Now, that's why it's damn required that technological intervention we need badly in this area, and which is least in this area. We need computer engineers, we need electronics engineers, we need other engineers to work in this area, because if this is not done, I think so you can judge very well how Delhi में computer engineer भी तो हैं, वो भी तो मर रहे हैं, Delhi में निकलना पड़ता है. So it's like moving in a particular area where a lot of burning is going on every day. So you need to think badly. So this is something I want to share with you. Just go through this very fast, because this thing you now know very well, because ये आपका मोबाइल ऐप में डेली आता है बेटा, और जो भी चैनल लगाओगे सामने रोज फ्लैश होता है चीज. दिल्ली के लिए तो डेली फ्लैश हो रहा है वहां पे, एंड योर मोबाइल ऐप इट्स डेली फ्लैशिंग दैट एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स. सो हाउ डू वी नो द एयर क्वालिटी इज पुअर? See this. So air quality index is the parameter on which we can talk about. It is poor, good, bad. आपके मोबाइल में आता होता है बेटा, ठीक है, जब भी देखोगे तो नीचे लिखा होता है एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स दिस, इट इज पुअर, इट इज दिस. ओके, सो एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स इज द ओवरऑल स्कीम दैट ट्रांसफॉर्म्स इंडिविजुअल pollutants जो इसमें हम काउंट करते हैं. It can be sulfur dioxide, it can be carbon monoxide, it can be carbon dioxide, it can be particulate matter. Particulate matter is what I'm going to show you, no doubt, in the coming slides later on. Okay, these levels into a single particular number, into single particular number. I need not to calculate calculate each and everything. Okay, so I have calculated from the average time. So I'm going to show you later on into a particular single number. The single number is called AQI, the air quality index. Okay, air quality index. So air quality index, the health impacts no doubt relates to health impacts also of citizens, and they can avoid the unnecessary exposure to air pollutants. How they can avoid, they cannot avoid. So air quality index indicates compliance with national air quality standards, no doubt. All kind of things are there. So this is overall particular discussion. Okay, no doubt जो बंदा कहता है बारिश शुरू हुई है, the बारिश is always good because with the help of rain, whatever the suspended particulate matter is there, what are the gases are there, they are dissolved out and they are precipitated down. ठीक है, तो ultimately soil pollution शुरू होता है उसके साथ अगर वो heavy contamination है तो. So see this. So generally ये आपको पता होना चाहिए बेटा. So we are very proud कि हम जब दिल्ली की बात कर रहे हैं तो poor से तो ऊपर ही रहता है, नीचे ही रहता है वो. ठीक है. So generally, rarely we have a very good, satisfactory and moderate and Delhi. So Delhi is always in poor. Always मैं इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ because 365 days अगर मैं average करूँ, ठीक है, तो average में वो वही रहता है. बेटा आज बारिश पड़ गई है तो कम हो गया तो कोई टेंशन नहीं, डालने खुश मत हो जो डालने के साथ कि आज 29 है 79 है. बेटा 365 डेज का एवरेज निकाल लो. ठीक है, 365 डेज का एवरेज निकाल लो बेटा. अब सोच लो कि हम जिस एरिना में रह रहे हैं कि हम पुअर से वेरी पुअर कैटेगरी में रह रहे हैं बच्चे. पंजाब हरियाणा स्पेशली एंड एनसीआर, तो एनसीआर में तो जिस दिन मॉडरेट हो जाए वो पार्टी कर सकते हैं बेटे. सो इट्स बेसिकली गुड, मिनिमल इम्पैक्ट, सेटिस्फैक्टरी, मिनिमम minor breathing discomforts are there. This health impacts they have quoted as per the medical reports. They have quoted the air quality index. But when you are poor or very poor, you have a respiratory illness to the people, and prolonged exposure effect may be pronounced in people in the people with lung and heart diseases. And it is but true, beta. NCR people, if they can share the data with us, because I know the many friends, many colleagues are there. The doctors have reported that in the last few years, the lung cases, heart diseases, or asthma cases are increasing exponentially. Exponentially, they are increasing, and health impact is more. Okay, health impact is more in children from 5 to 15 years of age. And if it's not a natural disaster, this is also a pandemic. We are considering corona to be a pandemic, but in Delhi, every day they are living in pandemic. How can you imagine that a person is daily living, surviving, breathing in an air which is a very poor quality? It's a pandemic. And it should be declared as a natural disaster. They are dying a slow death. So this is something I want to share. That's why we need a technological intervention badly. I come to this slide, but before coming to this slide, just let me know one thing very clearly. Okay, China, if you remember, China or Beijing was the most polluted city in the world. If you remember, just go to literature. The whole Beijing city was covered in haze, that red snag, red haze, because the production activities were so haphazard, alarming. So China was the most polluted city in the world. But see, now if you see the data, they have recovered. If you're not going to notice their names in the most polluted city, how they put in place the technology to curb the menace of air pollution. If you go through literature, I was going through literature, so it is something like that. Means they are marvelous. Once they do, they know how to take back, how to revert back. In technology, neither US, neither Europe, or neither any country can match the China for implementation of that kind of technology. So what that? I read that particular literature also. I saw that particular video also. They've installed a huge huge air purifier in the center of the city, where according to wind direction, they have installed in the center of the city to handle thousands meter cube of polluted air, and they filter it and release from the top. They have a huge chimney with filters, and this huge chimney with filters with the suction lines going on. So at a sufficient height, they have a suction lines. So suction lines are what they are doing, creating a negative pressure. With the negative pressure, air is being sucked in. Air is being sucked in. So once the air is being sucked in, it is allowed to flow outwards. When to flow outwards, they have designed a beautiful, locally made filters, beautiful filters in that particular air purifier, and after purifying, they are releasing it from top. Natural flow, that is natural draft flow. Wonderful. This is wonderful, beta. So they are handling thousands meter cube of air. It's a huge, beta. Just imagine 1,000 meter cubes. I'm talking about, whole, like in Thapar University, whole air polluted itself in Thapar University within few seconds is being sucked in. So they are, and the energy they are spending, सबसे बड़ी बात, energy they are spending for doing this kind of activities are totally from the renewable sources. Totally from the renewable sources. So this is something, beta. So coming to that particular point, so these pollutant, what I'm talking about, I'm discussing right now over here, they are averaging standards are basically like this. So then once we're talking about pollutant, sulfur dioxide, NO2, nitrous oxides, PM 2.5. What is PM 2.5? I'm going to tell this at this particular point. And PM 10, ozone, monoxide, lead, all kind of things. So averaging time is basically, this is something averaging time they have, scientists have done. Okay, at what average time the correct data is being released. SO2 24 hours, this is for 24 hours, and ozone for 1 hour and 8 hours. Accordingly, this is being standardized by the scientist. Okay, so according to Indian standards, the values are given over here. See this. So the values are given over here: 60, 100, the PM 2.5 and PM 200. So you can now search your net. You can really find out the PM 2.5 concentration. So you can really correlate that concentration. So all these particular parameters are clubbed into a single particular thing, that is air quality index. So what is PM 2.5? These two are very dangerous, beta. PM 10 and PM 2.5, which are very exposed to very dangerous. So that's why when you see any news channel, what they are highlighting is only one thing: PM 10 Delhi में रोहनी में इतना, PM 210 इतना है, 2.5 इतना है. PM 10 is a particulate matter. क्या है आगे बताने वाला है बेटा आपको. Particulate matter of less than 10 micrometer in diameter. And see, the 10 micrometer is that particular size which you cannot see with your naked eye. Okay? And 2.5 is again something very, very, very dangerous. It's a subset of PM10, particulate matter 10. And it relates to particulate matter which is lies less than 2.5 micron in diameter. And it is that particular PM 2.5 which can actually lodge into your lungs, because you can inhale it. Once inhale it, it can pass to your respiratory tract and now lost to your lungs. Gone, you're gone. If 2.5 is more, then there are more chances that you will have lung cancer very soon. PM10 is no doubt dangerous. Respiratory problems, all kinds of problems will be there. And it's very common, beta. If you see something, I want to share with you. घर में आपके पास सरफेस हैं, जो भी आपके बेड हैं और टेबल्स हैं, नोट करो सुबह सब सफाई हो जाती है. आफ्टर 15, 20, 30 मिनट्स आप देखोगे उसके ऊपर एक लेयर जम जाएगी. बिल्कुल ही आप उसके टेंजेंशियली एक एंगल पे देखो, उस सरफेस के टेंजेंशियली एंगल पे देखो तो आपको देखोगे आधे घंटे के बाद, 2 घंटे के बाद उसके ऊपर एक व्हाइट लेयर जमी होती है. दैट इज पर्टिकुलर मैटर बेटा, दैट सेटलिंग. एंड सी इफ इट इज देयर, इट इज इन एयर, हाउ मच यू आर एक्चुअली इनहेलिंग बेटा. Okay, how much you are inhaling in that case. So this is basically air quality categories and range. And please mind it, beta, again I'm repeating this kind of thing, and okay, need not to cram these kind of things, please. वैसे बस बच्चों क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे सर ये इसकी वैल्यू आएगी पेपर में, सर ये सेटिस्फैक्टरी की वैल्यू आएगी इस पेपर में। बेटा तो आपको इसको क्रैम करने की जरूरत कुछ नहीं है बेटा, जस्ट गो थ्रू इट, हैव अ आइडिया सो दैट यू कैन गेट अ आइडिया। एंड नो डाउट ये डाटा जो मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूँ सामने बेटा, इट्स वेरी गुड, इट्स अ and this data is being actually used by computer engineers to build some kind of softwares, because I know you know very well the computer engineers, they only rely on one thing. If they have data they can build softwares, if they don't have data they can't build anything, so they need to build that. Okay, so this is air quality, good, satisfactory, range is given 0 to 50, and accordingly all these parameters which are being there in air quality index, they are according to the averaging time 24 hours 0 or 8 hour 1, the values are being given. Okay, and see this, when the stubble burning is there in Punjab and Haryana, and you can see severe category everywhere, severe category. All of you must be agree with me. I have observed that the category shifted from poor to very poor, then very poor to severe. And this severe category is something that, like that, you can't, if you stay there for a few days, you can die. Means the person suffering especially from the respiratory and other lung diseases, asthmatic, they can die. Exactly. Severe is that category. Okay. So this is something I'm talking about. So 10:30 or okay, 10:27 is there. So I leave it here. I leave it here, beta. I keep the form open for discussion.